No matter how skilled you are with drawing, leaves are great fun, great practice, and amazing to doodle. So that's exactly what we're doing today. Join me as we paint 12 beautiful leaves. Welcome back. My name is Kirstin Joy, and today we are drawing and painting 12 really simple, easy leaf doodles. We are going to be starting by opening up our art journal or sketchbook, and we're going to go in by painting 12 squares with watercolor. You can use any watercolor you want, any paint you want. You don't even have to do this part. You can give this bit a skip if you want to. And this part is just a nice way to frame the page and just see where you're going to start. And it also gives you a block to draw each, it gives you a starting point to draw each leaf doodle into. Once we have all our squares painted and our page is dry, we're going to be bringing in a micron pen, felt tip pen, Sharpie marker, whatever implement you want to draw with. You can draw with a pencil, a coloring pencil, whatever you like. And I'm using a brown 0.5 micron pen for this. And for the first leaf, super simple, I'm going to draw a line, like a bit of a curved line across the square, and then teardrop shapes. So leaves are mostly teardrop shapes, and we're going to go in with these teardrop shapes, doing clusters of 3 or 2. So the top one, I did a cluster of 3, and then down the stem, I'm just going to do them side by side. And then just adding a little line of a detail in the middle of the stem. And that's it. Easy. Now going into the second leaf, drawing a curved line in the opposite direction. And these leaves, we're also going to go in with a bit of a teardrop shape, but pointed at the end this time. Drawing a stem outwards from the main stem, and then another teardrop pointy shape. So this one, unlike before where I did a stem and rounded shapes, this one I'm drawing a stem and then branches or little pieces out of the main piece, and then pointed teardrop shapes. This next leaf is equally as simple, going in with a curved line and then doing a straight line outwards with a bit of a curve. So leaves are normally curved shapes, and then this one I do a curve down and then up and in. Curve down, up and in. And then a curve out and then in. Little berries are just circles that are colored in. Leaf number 4. Also a curved line. Can you see the similarities? Each one has a curved line, and this one I'm doing a reverse teardrop. So the corner is on the inside, and then drawing little outcrops from the main piece of the stem. And then drawing smaller leaves, similar to what I did on the first one. It's just so that you have like a fern type looking leaf with smaller little details. So it's basically just an extension of the first one, but doing a lot of more littler leaves inside the one main stem instead of doing a main stem and then leaves off to the side, if that makes sense. Leaf number 5 is one bold leaf with a thicker center. So doing the center and then tapering it larger at the bottom than at the top, and then doing a pointed teardrop with veins coming out from the center of the main bit that you did. And this is completely intuitive, and you can draw these veins out however you want. 1 vein, 2 veins, a little bit more, however you like. Leaf number 5, going in with a bold curve to the upper right hand side, doing a cluster of 3 at the top, and then a little bit out, I don't know how to say that, little bit out branches, stems, pieces out from the center, and then doing more clusters of little smaller leaves. Number 7, probably one of my favorite ones so far, doing little squiggles up from the bottom and then adding in smaller little bits of leaves, similar to the first one, or the third one that we did. So similar to the third one that we did, and then doing them off center from each other. So in a little bit of a zigzag pattern going down the center of these little curves that you've drawn. So these are great to draw at the bottom of a page or the bottom of a doodle page, just to decorate somewhere on the bottom. And then just adding some extra little details towards the end there with the little dots all around. So it sort of looks like fireflies flying around the little leaves. Very cute. I love this one very much. Leaf number 8, 2 big bold leaves. This one came from an inspiration of an avocado tree. They have these big giant leaves. So doing 2 of those swooping up on the square, joining at the middle of the bottom, and then doing a little bit of decorative out pieces from the bottom, and then a line up through the middle of these leaves, just adding interest to this bold leaf. And onto leaf number 9. Doing another little bit of a wavy, curvy line. And then from the center, doing curves outwards. I'm thickening up the stem or the middle of this leaf a little bit. And then drawing some pointed teardrop shapes and coloring those in on one side. This just adds a little bit of extra dimension to the doodle. It's how you add some interest onto your doodles, by thickening up some areas and then leaving some areas thinner or coloring some pieces in. Leaf number 10, drawing a squiggly line down the middle and then starting back up at the top to draw another little bit of a curvy line on the sides that start closer to the middle at the top and then move outwards to the bottom as if you were drawing a bit of a triangle, and then from the center pulling out some lines just to add like veins. If these were like a monstera type of tropical plant leaf, you would have these lines coming out from the center, and you can alternate them coming out from the center, then the side, and you can have them from the center to the sideline or just barely touching one of the sides. And here we go with leaf 11. Also curvy line, pretty much starting each leaf with a curvy line. And then drawing a off-centered teardrop type of shape that I'm going to color in. Also one of my favorite leaves, with these colored in like big bolder leaves. So a little bit of a line coming out from the center, and then you go into drawing the curves for the leaves. And leaf number 12 reminds me of a little pixie leaf, the kind of leaf that you would find in a fairy mushroom garden. So whimsical and sweet. It's a curvy line diagonally across the page, and then these little curves with a ball shape on the end. So if you were doing a curve, you would then go back to the middle and then curve outwards and then follow your pen drawing into a circle, and then just making sure that the little circle on the end is colored in so that you have this little berry type of look. So if it was a young fern, a fern leaf that was just starting to open up, it would have these little line pieces and then this curve on the edge of it. I love this one so much. It's so cute. So what did you think of these 12 leaves? If you're looking for a place to purchase art supplies, I have left a link down below to Jackson's Art Supplies. I am an affiliate of Jackson's Art Supplies, so you can purchase some art supplies from them, and I'll leave that link down below for you to use. Thank you for being here and for watching to the end. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until I see you in the next tutorial, bye for now and have a wonderful day.